Hey, good evening, everyone. Ellen, Barbara, Joe, and I welcome you to Grace and JJ's wedding celebration. Vermont has always held a special place in our hearts. We spent many family vacations here as our children grew, so it's not surprising that Grace and JJ chose Woodstock to bring friends and family to celebrate the start of their lives together.
Joseph and Grace, the Lord shares your joy and warmly welcomes you together with your families and friends, as today, in His presence, you establish between yourselves a lifelong partnership.
So when I first heard about JJ, he and Tucker had just moved in together in the West Village. But a few weeks later, Grace told me she had a crush on Tucker's British roommate. And it took 3 or 4 more years after that summer afternoon for Grace and JJ to start dating. And Tucker, while you are the ultimate wingman for JJ, we also have to give credit to the ultimate wing woman, my mom. Who genuinely saw this relationship for what it was and really steered Grace towards JJ for, I think it was like 5 years in the making. Unlike JJ, I have been lucky to know Grace for 28 years. Anyone who has been blessed to be her friend or has spent time with her understands the glow that she gives off. She's fiercely loyal, she's kind, she's thoughtful, and she always lifts the mood.
As I thought about Grace for this toast, I realized my little girl is grown up. She's compassionate, sure-footed, warm, sensitive. Things that were true of her as a child are still part of who she is, but there's a more confident, self-assured, passionate woman sitting with us here today.
We suspect that when Tucker introduced JJ to his little sister, he didn't think he'd end up at their wedding. Right away, we could tell that JJ was intent on impressing Grace.
The fact that JJ had convinced Grace that he wanted to go skiing for his birthday was all the evidence Josh and I needed to know that our friend was in love.
I can't help but think that there's some kind of special connection here, perhaps a sign of wonderful things in store for Grace and JJ's future. And as Joe said, no time's a wasting, so you might as well get started.
Am I supposed to turn now?
Yeah.
Puddle all day. Love you so much.
I love you. Oh, can you believe this day?
I couldn't even read your cards.
Really?
I
I just read yours in the van.
I was like, got like halfway through it, I stopped.
Dear Lord, on this happy occasion,
I love it.
bestow on Grace and JJ the full bounty of your grace. Guide them through the twists and turns of life's journey. And Lord, help them set their gaze on you as their guide star. Peter and Ellen have raised a beautiful daughter, and now we all cannot be more pleased with the life partner she has chosen.
my great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Vittoria. You may smooch.
Thank you to the Vittorias and the Quirks for bringing us all together this weekend and hosting us in Woodstock, Vermont.
I want to thank all of you for coming here tonight and making the trip. It means a lot. I'd like to say that I was a huge part of what's going on here tonight, but I was just as surprised as you were. So, Vermont is a very special place for Grace and I, and a big thank you to our parents, Mum and Dad, Peter and Ellen. Without you guys, we wouldn't be here tonight. When she came up with the idea of writing everyone here a personal note, I'll admit, I thought it sounded like a lot of work. But you know, she said to me, you know, JJ, these are the most important people in our lives. We owe this to them. And that is who she is. And I know that tomorrow, when we're no longer in our wedding era, that won't change. And I can't wait.
Grace has always been, and always will be, infinitely cooler than JJ. She is beautiful, sporty, and really good fun. People will naturally gravitate towards her.
If you could bottle her essence into one of his perfumes, it would surely put Le Labo out of business.
Peter and Ellen Quirk, you've accepted JJ into your family, despite secretly hoping that Grace would end up with a D1 athlete, and not New York's only heterosexual perfumer.
JJ, let me tell you something. Ellen and I couldn't be more happier for you and Grace. I remember Grace coming home with us after a ski vacation in Stowe in 2019, and she declared that she did not know why she was wasting her time with other guys who just didn't measure up, and declared you to be the one for her.
I hope that everybody has enjoyed their time in Vermont, feels loved and appreciated by JJ, me, our family, Mom. Like, look at this. We did it. Like, look how gorgeous this is. And now we have the best band. So I hope that everybody dances all night and has the best time. And yeah, cheers.
May your marriage be filled with endless love, laughter, and the beautiful things life has to offer.
You've created a wonderful life together in New York, and we're so excited to see what the future holds.
Let's raise a glass to JJ and Grace.